OMG. If the word gets out, Jenny is certainly getting axed for it. Hold on. It's not what you think. To get axed means to get fired. That's something new, right? So that was one common English slang that is used in the business world. And today in this video, we will be talking more about such slang words and idioms that can help you to keep up with the trend and sound more interesting and impressive at your workplace.
Ingvarta, your English practice playground. No judgment, only motivation and constructive feedback.
Hello everyone, I am Vani and I welcome you back to Ingvarta. In today's video lesson, I would be sharing 6 idioms that are common in the business world, and then we will move on to 6 abbreviations or slang words that you can start using today to sound more cool or up to date at your workplace. So let's buckle up and let's get started. Idiom number 1, a win-win situation. This is one of the most commonly used idiom and I personally use it a lot of times in my office. A win-win situation is any result or outcome that makes everybody happy or satisfied. For example, working from home is kind of a win-win situation both for the company and the employees. Idiom number 2, ahead of the curve. Ahead of the curve means to stay ahead of the competition. For example, my manager said in the meeting, we have to come up with something interesting in order to stay ahead of the curve. Or this marketing campaign will probably put us ahead of the curve. Idiom number 3, get the ball rolling. Get the ball rolling means to start something or to begin an activity or a process. For example, let's get the ball rolling by introducing everybody in the team. Or let's get the ball rolling by putting out posters for the seminar. Idiom number 4, back to square one. Back to square one means when you have to start something all over again. When something doesn't really work out and you have to restart the whole process from the very beginning. For example, if you can't pull off this deal, we will be back to square one. Or the recent malware attack on our corporate software has put us back to square one with the inventory reports. Idiom number 5, sum it up. To sum it up means to give a brief summary about something. For example, the team leader said towards the end of the meeting, to sum it up, we need to reduce our expenditure in order to make more profit. And now moving on to our 6th idiom, call it a day. This is again one of my favorite idioms. Call it a day means the end of work shift. For example, the manager said towards the end of the day, wow team, kudos, we had a really progressive day. Let's call it a day now and we shall resume this work on Monday morning. Before we move on to common slang words that are generally used in the business world, I have a small question for you. Amongst all the idioms that I have shared today, how many of them have you already been using at your workplace? Comment down below. By the way, what does the phrase maintaining the status quo means? If you don't know, wait, and I will tell you after I have finished the abbreviation part. So let's move on to 6 abbreviations and slang words that are most commonly used in both written and spoken communication in the corporate sector. So let's start with our first slang, EOD. EOD means end of day. This is one of the most commonly used slangs both in written and spoken communication in the corporate world. For example, submit the reports by EOD, or I want the files by EOD, or I will finish the module by EOD. Moving on to our second slang, ETA. ETA means estimated time of arrival. It is again used very commonly both in spoken and written communication in the corporate world. ETA is used to share the time it will take for a certain task to happen. For example, the manager can ask, what is the ETA on your project report? Or share the ETA on your due task. Or the client is flying in from the US, ETA 7 p.m. Moving on to our third abbreviation, FYI. FYI stands for your information. It is again very commonly used both in written and spoken communication. FYI. Examples with FYI could be FYI, I was in office before you. Or FYI, the boss isn't really happy with your sales report. Or FYI, the meeting will start in 20 minutes. Based on the examples that I've given here, you must have got the impression that this particular abbreviation is used when you're making a statement to someone and you do not use it in polite conversations. Moving on to our fourth abbreviation, ASAP. ASAP means as soon as possible. This is a widely used abbreviation both in written and spoken English. For example, your manager can say, "Get the reports ready ASAP for the presentation." Or you can say, "I need to call the clients ASAP before they fix the deal." And now our fifth abbreviation, KPI. KPI means Key Performance Indicator. It is used to measure the success of an organization or an employee. For example, the KPIs for last quarter is looking good. Or as compared to last month KPI, we have outperformed this month. And now going ahead to our last abbreviation, our sixth abbreviation, ROI. ROI means return on investment. It is a financial metric to measure the return on investment. For example, there is no ROI in running this organization if we can't innovate. Or by watching this English lesson, you are getting a good ROI for your time. Or your manager can ask, what is the ROI on this particular project? So these were 12 idioms and slang words that are commonly used in the corporate world. Start using them in your daily conversations at your workplace from today. I know it is not easy to learn all of them at once and start using them right away. You need practice. And for that, I am giving you an exercise. You will see a paragraph being displayed on the screen. You have to fill up the blank spaces with the correct idiom or slang word that you have learned today. I am sure you got all the answers correct. And if not, just go through the video once again. And now, coming back to the question that I asked after the first part of the video. What does the phrase maintaining the status quo means? This phrase is generally used in a professional setting. For example, some companies or agencies are very successful. They just need to maintain their status quo in order to keep growing. So, just keep their current situation as it is. You can also use it for yourself. For example, once you're well settled and successful in life, you just need to maintain the status quo in order to stay healthy, wealthy, and successful. With that, we are at the end of the video. I want to thank you all for watching this video till the end. Like and share this video with your friends. And if you are new here, do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get notified about our future videos. I will see you tomorrow with another video lesson. Till then, stay safe and happy learning.
Ingvarta, your English practice playground. No judgment, only motivation and constructive feedback. Join today.